Everyone, team, please be seated.
Good morning, and welcome to the 182nd commencement of the Illinois College of Optometry. We're so pleased that you're here to join us as we celebrate and honor this milestone in the lives of the members of the ICO class of 2025. It's the encouragement, love, and support of family and friends which has added to this successful journey for each member of this class. I know that they are appreciative of your support and attendance on this momentous occasion. We've all gathered here today in this beautiful hall to recognize and celebrate each recipient being awarded the Doctor of Optometry degree, and we honor those who have exceeded the high expectations that we have for all of our graduates. I'd like to recognize several distinguished individuals who are instrumental in making the college such a vibrant institution, and also the profession of optometry such a noble career. I ask that each of these groups stand as you're recognized. The heart of any fine institution is its faculty. ICO's faculty members bring their collective strengths to provide creative teaching, service, and scholarly activity. I am so proud that ICO has a long and rich history of excellence in its faculty. Faculty members, please rise to be recognized as we applaud you for your outstanding scholarly contributions, mentoring, and leadership of this class. If the faculty is the heart of an academic institution, the alumni who distinguish themselves in their practices and careers are the soul. Today, we're pleased to have representatives of the ICO Alumni Council with us, and I ask that they stand to receive our appreciation. The commitment and expertise of the Illinois College of Optometry Board of Trustees is evident through their attention and oversight of the college's growth and development. I'm pleased to have them in attendance today and ask that they stand to be recognized for their service to this great institution. Strong leadership at the state and national level is vitally important for optometry. I'm pleased to recognize two people whose leadership and service is making a difference in our profession. The past president of the Illinois Optometric Association, Dr. Sam Forsley, and IOA board member, Dr. Janice McMahon. Please stand. Thank you all for making this 182nd commencement an occasion to remember as we honor all of our degree recipients today. And now to the class of 2025. You were the brave individuals that took the leap of faith and entered a challenging doctoral program in the health professions during the pandemic. When you arrived to ICO, we were all still masked, separated by 6 feet, and plexiglass all around. Those days were filled with the need for adjustments and pivots for everyone. You survived, and you made it through it all. This ceremony is such a culmination and celebration of everyone's lives, certainly for the members of the class of 2025, but also for the loved ones, relatives, and friends that have supported you each and every step of your journey. It's been challenging, and everyone has sacrificed to be here today. You gave precious parts of your lives just to prepare yourself to be accepted to ICO. It takes a special person to subject themselves to learning, the mountains of basic science, facts, and figures that was required of you to even apply for consideration for admission to ICO. That foundational knowledge prepared you for deeper learning and gave you the basic toolbox that you needed to take on ICO's curriculum. You then went on to apply, compete for acceptance, and make the decision to attend ICO, knowing full well that this program would challenge you beyond what most people could imagine. You persevered. Each week, each examination, each practical, and there were lots of them, and each national board examination. Many of you traveled to other states to participate in clinical settings that would broaden your experiences even more. Members of the ICO class of 2025, no one ever told you that it would be easy, and yet here you are today. Sacrifices have been many. The rewards will be even more abundant and will span the rest of your lives. You've each earned the privilege of taking care of your fellow human beings and improving their eyesight and general health. And you will earn a comfortable lifestyle for that privilege. I can tell you that the demand for clinical optometrists has never been higher. You're entering this wonderful profession at an optimal time. You each demonstrated passion to get the most out of this educational program. You rose above the daily grind. You learned to excel and to achieve at the level required by ICO's faculty. You did that, and you did that very well. Illinois College of Optometry has been in existence since 1872, 153 years this year, the longest standing Doctor of Optometry program in the world. Nearly 20% of all practicing optometrists in the United States have begun their careers here at ICO. And now you're joining their ranks. Along the way, each of you have become highly knowledgeable, and you're now ready to go out and help people see better and to diagnose and to treat ocular diseases and take your place on the patient's healthcare team. You've become gifted because of this faculty, the staff, your externship preceptors, guest lecturers, the residents. They all helped you. You've achieved something really valuable, your ICO doctoral degree. Soon you will become licensed to practice. Over 1/4 of you are headed to postdoctoral residency educational programs. And now you've all returned here today to ceremonially collect your recognition and be hooded in order to earn the title of doctor. A worthy endeavor indeed. For this you should be proud. I know that your parents and friends and spouses are, and they should be. My personal pride in each of your accomplishments could not be higher. And I know that I'm speaking on behalf of every faculty member and employee at ICO as well. ICO class of 2025, I think you're going to do great things. And now it's my pleasure to introduce our speaker, though he's known to every member of the ICO class of 2025. Dr. John Baker, would you please stand? Oh, wow. You must know that man because you haven't even heard the nice things I'm going to say about him yet. Our speaker today is a consummate educator with a long and dedicated career in professional optometric education. He completed his undergraduate degree at Binghamton University, receiving both Phi Beta Kappa honors and the Award for Academic Excellence. He received his Doctor of Optometry degree from Pennsylvania College of Optometry. He was Beta Sigma Kappa and received recognition for clinical excellence. He completed residency training in primary care at the Eye Institute at PCO, received a master's degree of science in education from Northern Illinois University. Following his residency at PCO, he came to Chicago, joined the ICO faculty, and immediately took on leadership roles, including primary care module chief, curriculum coordinator, residency coordinator, and then director, chair for clinical education, assistant dean for patient care education, and ultimately associate dean for education before retiring in 2024 after 39 years in higher education. During that time period, Dr. Baker served on virtually every faculty committee there was, including serving as chair of many key committees. For some reason, he escaped ICO for a time period in 2011 and returned to his alma mater, PCO, where he was instrumental in starting their accelerated degree program, the first of its kind in the nation. Fortunately, he came back to ICO the following year. Dr. Baker has made contributions to our profession at the national level with his leadership at the Association of Schools and Colleges of Optometry, the Council on Optometric Education, and the National Board of Examiners in Optometry. Most members of the class of 2025 know Dr. Baker for his superior knowledge as a clinical professor, as well as his leadership and influence in coordinating and directing the entire clinical skills curriculum at ICO, which you all mastered, or you wouldn't be here today. Each year we work earnestly to identify someone we admire greatly and someone with the insight to bring the graduating class words of inspiration as they make this transition. This year's speaker has done this as he is a 3-time winner of the Golden Apple Teaching Award and a 6-time winner of the Student Selected Teacher of the Year Award. Please join me in welcoming ICO's 182nd commencement speaker, Dr. John Baker.
I'm putting on reading glasses, that way you're all a little blurry. It's kind of the optometry's equivalent of picturing you all in your underwear. Thank you, Dr. Collett, for that introduction. Board members, ICO administration, faculty, graduates and your families, thank you also. I'll thank you now in case I stink up the place. Graduates, I'm nervous, like National Board Part 1 nervous, so. Well, that's because I've been to a lot of these talks, and I've heard addresses from businessmen, politicians, faculty who are more accomplished than I am, even an astronaut who's an optometrist. You know, that's all pretty tough to beat. And I've always thought better than me, but here I am. It is fitting, though, graduates, that I'm the last faculty member you'll hear from, because as you may recall, I was the very first one you heard from long ago, Monday, August 16th, 2021, at 1 p.m. You were all chatting when you came into the lecture hall, and then you entered the lecture hall, took a seat you would then sit in throughout the first year. Well, when you came to class, that is. After a weekend of orientation and getting to know one another, that was the day it was time to get down to business, and I was your first class on your journey to today. As 1 p.m. approached, you all grew quiet, just like you are now. You acted as if I were Yoda and about to deliver the mysteries of optometry to you. Now, I could feel your tension, and that was even before you knew what I was about to do. You remember. For those of you in the audience, several times during every single class, I would call on 3 of your graduates. Their names, their faces would appear on one of my lecture slides. I'd force them to come up to the front of the lecture hall, confer with one another, and then answer a question I had just asked the class. Your graduate definitely remembers. The point, class, and I did have one, was I wanted you to begin to think of yourselves not just as classmates, but colleagues as well. I wanted you to realize you were all in this together and you needed to have each other's back. This is what makes you colleagues, having shared memories like this of your time here at ICO and in Chicago. Experiences like that perhaps are terrifying, but they do bind you together. Now, as your commencement speaker, I know I'm expected to say something profound. If the internet is to be believed, I should be 1, inspirational, 2, include humor, 3, provide advice, and 4, be concise. For sure, you and your families, all anxious to see you become doctors, are hoping I'm going to be concise. Honestly, so is everybody else on this stage. Families, I will try because I know you're not here to see me. You're here to see your graduate have that doctoral hood placed over their shoulders. This group of soon-to-be doctors are those boulders you've pushed up the hill for years, and you've probably thought to yourself at least once, admit it, will this never end? But it does end today. Well, at least this specific worry, your graduate has made it. Today is about celebrating their accomplishment, but congratulations to you all as well. Now, as for advice, in the words of Dolly Parton, I usually try not to give advice. Information, yes. Advice, no. What's worked for me may not work for you. Now, what worked for Dolly, and this is in her words, not mine, are wigs, push-up bras, and tight clothes. That may not be the best approach for you all when you go on your job interviews. Now, personally, I have a vague recollection of my own graduation speaker back in 1984. No offense, but I don't recall him hitting on any of those 4 points I just mentioned. But I do remember that on a warm day in Philadelphia, on a hot stage, wearing a robe just like this, was that my 6'2" colleague, Robert Barr, seated next to me alphabetically, almost fainted and toppled onto me. The moments you have with your families and your colleagues today will be what you remember about your graduation day, more than anything profound I might think to say today. So rather than giving you advice, I can tell you that you have been provided the most up-to-date information regarding eye care by some of the most respected experts in optometry. Whether in the classroom, the laboratory, or patient care, every faculty member on this stage has tried to help you reach this day and move you forward toward your own career in optometry. I also know most of you have made a huge financial investment in your education. But as Benjamin Franklin said, an investment in knowledge is what pays the best interest. And you have made a good investment in your future. But with your investment comes big responsibilities. Protecting the vision and eye health of every patient who seeks your care from this day forward. This is your personal challenge now as you begin your career. I came to ICO when I was just about your age, back in 1985. My wife and I drove here in a rented U-Haul van. Our 8-month-old son, Alex, was seated between us, and somewhere between Pennsylvania and Illinois, he learned how to crawl. We were towing a 5-year-old Chevy Chevette we'd bought used, and whose AM/FM radio worked only when the windshield wipers were on. Air conditioning, think again. I was one of 4 new faculty members hired by ICO to change the direction of the college's clinical education program. Did I know anything about being an effective clinical educator, teaching a course, or really understand what I'd gotten myself into? No, I learned along the way, and I made many, many mistakes. I was fortunate to have with me my classmates and colleagues from PCO, your dean, Dr. Stephanie Mesner, and vice president, Dr. Leonard Mesner. This is why having colleagues is so important for your career. You always need people to have your back and help you get through the tough spots. And there will be tough spots ahead. Your challenges may be different than the ones we faced when we came here. But if you're serious about the responsibilities of the optometric oath that you're about to take, you'll do your best to try to live up to those promises. You can each be that optometrist who makes an impact in a small way, with a specific patient, or in a bigger way by becoming involved in your communities, within industry or education, national, state, or local optometric organizations. Not to forget the ICO Alumni Council. But whichever path you choose, your career is here. It's right here in front of you. You've worked hard for this opportunity, but the next phase of your education starts with your own first patient. Now, when I've worked with many of you in laboratory and patient care, you've been so hard on yourselves when you've made mistakes. Accept that you are going to screw up as you begin your careers, probably more than once. So maybe that is some advice to you after all. Embrace every opportunity to learn from your mistakes and grow as a doctor, but treat yourselves with some compassion. Don't try to be perfect, and when you do make a mistake, remember, there is no crying in optometry, especially not in front of that patient that's working your absolute last nerve. My career has spanned 40 years, and it goes way quicker than you think. Just as the time between August 16th, 2021 and today have passed in the blink of the eye. Well, at least it did for me, maybe not you. You each are the future of our shared profession, just as I'm now becoming part of its past. Try to enjoy the journey ahead of you and have some fun. Interacting with my colleagues and students like you have made for a memorable career and adventure. It has been my pleasure, class of 2025, to be part of your education from that first day to now your last day, this your graduation day. Paraphrasing from my 5-year-old granddaughter Eleanor's favorite Dr. Seuss books, The Places You'll Go, doctors, you can all move mountains. It's up to you now to move our profession forward, and I have confidence that you will. You've been tested thoroughly, extensively, more than extensively, and you've made it. Congratulations, and thank you.
So here we are. You've made it. After 4 years of hard work, you're about to embark upon your careers in eye care. The path to becoming a doctor of optometry is arduous, with many hurdles and challenges along the way. It requires focus, resilience, and unwavering dedication. But in addition to the many challenges, it also brings many joys, like acing that big exam, nailing a practical assessment, enjoying the camaraderie of your classmates, passing the NBEO, and making a difference in a patient's life. As you look back over your years at ICO, I hope that you will remember the struggles and take satisfaction in having met them with success, and that you will cherish the joys. Everything that you have invested to get to this day is about to pay dividends. As has been mentioned, the job market for optometrists currently is stronger than ever. The opportunities that are available to you are nearly endless, and the return on your investment will be impressive. You have earned the future that is yours, and I encourage you to spend those earnings wisely. Your success is due not only to your hard work, but also to the support and work of others. This includes, of course, your family and friends who have stood beside you throughout your journey. I personally want to thank them for all the support they have offered to you. I also want to recognize the impact that ICO's faculty members have had on your professional development. I expect that their influence will stay with you long after you leave ICO, and I'm proud to count myself among them. Much has changed since you started optometry school. Our society continues to become more virtual, with less opportunity to engage in person. While there are benefits to working and learning remotely, we should strive to continue to make human connections. I encourage each of you to find ways to engage with your patients and your communities, as that will bring deeper meaning to your work. I also hope that you will continue to engage with us at ICO through attendance at homecoming, receptions, continuing education, and other events and activities. It's truly gratifying to learn of the successes and accomplishments of our alumni as we reconnect over the years, and we want to hear the same from you in the future. In a moment, I will recognize your class valedictorian, who has earned an important distinction among her peers, an impressive achievement. But I also want you to know that the faculty and staff members of ICO are proud of each one of you. Your class's collective performance on the National Board Examination Series outpaced that of the nation. The care and compassion that you have extended to your patients and to our community is exemplary. We recognize that everyone here has had to make personal sacrifices to earn the degree that will soon be bestowed upon you. We see great things in your future, and we wish each of you every success. But now it is my honor, on behalf of the college, to congratulate Hannah Wallach on achieving the distinction of valedictorian of the class of 2025. I can't think of a better person to represent the academic talents, dedication, professionalism, and work ethic that exists within this outstanding class. Congratulations, Hannah. Please come forward.
Will the class of 2025 please rise? Remove your caps. Raise your right hands and repeat after me. With full deliberation, I freely and solemnly pledge that I affirm that the health of my patient will be my first consideration. I will practice the art and science of optometry faithfully and conscientiously and to the fullest scope of my competence. I will uphold and honorably promote, by example and action, the highest standards, ethics, and ideals of my chosen profession. And the honor of the degree, Doctor of Optometry, which has been granted me. I will provide professional care for those who seek my services. With concern, with compassion, and with due regard for their human rights and dignity. I will place the treatment of those who seek my care above personal gain and strive to see that none shall lack for proper care. I will hold as privileged and inviolable all information entrusted to me in confidence by my patients. I will advise my patients fully and honestly of all which may serve to restore, maintain, or enhance their vision and general health. I will strive continuously to broaden my knowledge and skills. So that my patients may benefit from all new and efficacious means to enhance the care of human vision. I will share information cordially and unselfishly with my fellow optometrists and other professionals. for the benefit of patients and the advancement of human knowledge and welfare. I will do my utmost to serve my community, my country, and humankind as a citizen as well as an optometrist. I hereby commit myself to be steadfast in the performance of this, my solemn oath and obligation.
Good morning. I'm Eric Mothersbaugh, and in a few moments we'll begin the process of conferring the degrees, and I have the privilege of presenting the candidates. First, I want to address the loved ones in this space with us and those who are viewing from home. You've played a critical role in the success of these new doctors, and I'm sure that you're rightfully proud. Your support in helping them manage the stressors of our rigorous program, giving them the space to put the time they needed to, and just being there for them when they needed a vent is something I'm sure they won't forget. Class of 2025, I invite you to stand to express your appreciation to your loved ones with a round of applause. And now a little bit more information about this class of 2025. There are 100 members in the graduating class. They hail from 24 different United States, 4 Canadian provinces, and 5 other nations. It is worth noting that 36 of them are graduating with high honors. It has truly been an honor to witness your growth, your challenges, and your successes over these last years. A mentor of mine once told me that the only true emotions are mixed emotions. The implication was that people need to acknowledge it's possible to experience multiple feelings at the same time and recognize that not only is that okay, but it's critical, and that true growth is only possible when you're outside your comfort zone. I believe this is a day of true emotion. Closing this chapter of your lives and beginning the next is exciting and sad and joyous and scary and probably a whole lot of other things too. And it's okay for all those things to happen simultaneously. It means that you're doing something that is important. At this time, I'd like to ask President Collip and Dean Mesner to join me on the stage. And with the first 2 rows of candidates for the degree Doctor of Optometry, please stand and approach. As we begin the doctoral hooding ceremony, I'll acknowledge there may very well be an urge to be jubilant upon hearing the name of your graduate called. Believe me, I get it. With that said, I humbly request the audience please hold your applause until all names have been read and that President Collip proclaims the degrees. It's very important that each name be honored by being heard. The class of 2025 went through this together, and as such, they should be celebrated together. Graduating summa cum laude, Donna Beat Fard, and she'll be hooded by her sister, Dr. Nikki Beat Fard. Carly Sanders Clark. Yalda Faze. Catherine Liu, and she'll be hooded by her mentor, Dr. Jennifer Harthen, ICO class of 2006. Jamie Elizabeth Nelson. Vlad Subac. Hannah Wallach. Leslie Wong. Graduating magna cum laude, Dane Jordan Crouch. He'll be hooded by his grandfather, Dr. Donovan Crouch, ICO class of 1963. his father, Dr. Craig Crouch, ICO class of 1990, his uncle, Dr. Kevin Crouch, ICO class of 1994, and his aunt, Dr. Ashley Crouch, ICO class of 1994. Brant Hoggett. Wendy Shang-Yun Wang, and she'll be hooded by her spouse, Dr. Lai Jiang, ICO class of 2023. Lucia McElwain. Andrew Peterson. Sana Ahmed Siddiqui, and she'll be hooded by her aunt, Dr. Nejma Udin. Sajal Singla. Lauren Isabella Vanderryden. Graduating cum laude, Kiana Chung. Christy Chung. Phil Krupe. Paul DeLakis, and he'll be hooded by his father, Dr. Paul DeLakis, ICO class of 1988. Lauren Disterhaft. Kylie Donahue. Cynthia Marie Dupuis. Giovanni Gonzalez. Caroline Kazauka. Sarah Kayali. Lena Yen Liu. Grace O. Sana Omar. Tracy Q. Ashley Sabu. Jana Deeb Saeed. Caitlin Elizabeth Sequin. Marissa Spatz. Sarah Statsick, and she'll be hooded by her cousin, Dr. Ken Statsick. Wendy Zong. Zied Abdelrahim. Bayan Alaz, and she'll be hooded by her mentor, Dr. Sam Doda, ICO class of 2020. Mohammed Umar Mohammed Imran Anarwala. Christina Marie Angieski. Nora William Atala. She'll be hooded by her mentor, Dr. Dimitra Arianas, ICO class of 2022. Juliana Cecilia Babich, and she'll be hooded by her mentor, Dr. Robert Steinmetz, ICO class of 2003. Jenna Becerra. Madeline Berry. Malika Zara Bokhari. Aaron Bynum. Courtney Renee Carmaine, and she'll be hooded by her mentor, Dr. Simona Toder, ICO class of 2015. Emily Gomez Chong. Anna Victoria Serwinski. Buljinder Kaur Derry. Grace Lene Dilly. Lana Galkina, and she'll be hooded by her fiance, Dr. Kevin Blackett, ICO class of 2023. Marissa Garrels Coes. Javon Gibbs. Lena Haidar. Zhao Jing. Mariah Ann Katzenberger. Mondo Bati Kazadi. Kulon Huchitbater. Junmo Kwan. Vivian Nguyen La, and she'll be hooded by her aunt, Dr. Mary Nguyen. Patrick Lamb. Emily Lau. Rachel Lee, and she'll be hooded by her mentor, Dr. Erica Ittner, ICO class of 2009. Joy Lin. Douglas Ray McDonald. Sarah James Malkiel. Greg Malishevsky. Claire Madison Myers. Christian James Miklos, and he'll be hooded by his mentor, Dr. Sam Forsley, ICO class of 1985. Isabel Nguyen. Angela Nancy Nuccio. Priya Patel. Ria S. Patel, and she'll be hooded by her mentor, Dr. Lindsay Six, ICO class of 2010. Alyssa Michelle Petco. Vivian Eleni Paropoulos. Tanya Rojas, and she'll be hooded by her mentor, Dr. Gabriela Vivacqua, ICO class of 2024. Stephen Sanabria. Delara Tutunchi. Claire Louise Shiflett. Jeanette Shuepai. Amojero Sandra Saito. Alador Narahun Sisai. Amanda Ann Statlander. Kiara Unique Stevenson. Brianna Lee Studer. Kiana Swanson. Aliza Tariq. Madison Thurmond Norris, and she'll be hooded by her parents, Drs. Rhonda and Sherman Thurmond. Courtney Lee Tran. Hung Trong, and he'll be hooded by his mentor, Dr. Lucas Rockney, ICO class of 2023. Jimmy Tu. Subaita Udin. Romana Vahora. Mariam Wasim. Amber Nicole White. Chandler Christian Wolf. Samuel Yoon. Amy Zamaraya. Please hold your applause just a minute longer until President Collip has proclaimed the degrees.
Will the candidates please stand? President Collip, upon recommendation of the faculty, the candidates for the degree Doctor of Optometry have pursued their prescribed studies diligently, have passed all required examinations, and have demonstrated commendable proficiency in the art and science of optometry. I therefore recommend that the degree Doctor of Optometry be conferred upon them at this time.
Upon the recommendation of the faculty and by the virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees of the Illinois College of Optometry and by the State of Illinois, I hereby confer those so named the degree Doctor of Optometry with all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities appertaining thereto. Congratulations, doctors. Would everyone please be seated?
Good morning, everyone. It is an absolute privilege to stand before you today and call the class of 2025 doctors. Congratulations. I've had the honor of working alongside you the past 4 years in the classroom and clinic. You should be incredibly proud of all that you have accomplished. Please know that your faculty are equally proud. Today, I speak not only as one of your faculty members, but also as president of the Alumni Council. It is my great honor to officially welcome you into the ICO alumni community. This day marks a significant milestone in all of your lives. It is a culmination of years of hard work, dedication, and sacrifice. The road to this moment has not been easy, but you made it. Take this moment to celebrate with your peers, family, friends, loved ones, and the entire ICO community. Today is one that you remember for the rest of your lives. Look around, soak it all in. But as much as today is a celebration, it is also a beginning. You are now entering one of the most rewarding adventures life can offer, the journey of being a doctor of optometry. Our profession is not only about improving vision, it's about enhancing lives. One day you will make a diagnosis that changes or even saves someone's life. You will have your wow moment. That moment will come and it will be profound. But I want you to know that won't be your greatest impact. Your greatest impact will be in the small, consistent ways you show up every single day. It's in the relationships you build with your patients, your peers, your staff, your colleagues, and your community. Every exam, every referral, every moment you listen and truly care, those are the moments that define who you are and what you stand for. Just as important is your relationship with the profession itself. Stay engaged. I encourage you to join professional organizations, continue your education, and mentor the next generation. These actions will not only advance your own careers, but also elevate our entire profession. And never underestimate the value of the bonds that you built with your classmates. These are the people who have stood by you through exams, late night study sessions, and managing complex patients. Yes, you've had more than a few. Continue to support one another, lift each other up, and celebrate each other's successes. Create your own dream team. And remember, your connection to ICO doesn't end today. Stay involved, support scholarships, share your experiences with current and future students, and participate in our alumni events. Your involvement helps shape the future of ICO and ensures that our strong legacy continues to thrive. As you step into the world as optometry professionals, know that you're part of a vibrant, supportive community. Embrace the responsibility to give back, stay connected, and cultivate meaningful relationships. ICO Class of 2025, congratulations once again, and welcome to the ICO alumni community. We are incredibly proud of you and can't wait to see the impact you will make in the years ahead. Thank you.
Thank you, choir. Wasn't that particularly wonderful? I think they deserve another round of applause. I can tell you from many years' experience, this ceremony doesn't just happen. Many individuals work diligently each year to make this wonderful event what it is, and for each of them and their good work, I am truly grateful. Thank you all. To our many guests that took time from your schedules to join us in this celebration today, we thank you. Graduates, our work with you is now complete. You're ready to go out and do what you've been training to do for many years. Be confident. You're now ready for the next steps in taking your earned place in the healthcare system. You're each prepared to do great things in your communities. By your presence here today, you're allowing us at ICO to fulfill one of ICO's mission goals, and that is to provide our graduates with the requisite skills and knowledge to pursue career paths of their choosing and become leaders and innovators within the profession. Class of 2025, you are ready. As you head out to the wonderful careers and lives that are awaiting you, please remember that it all started here at ICO. History tells us that most of you will fondly remember specific faculty that connected with you and helped you during the past 4 years. Please reach out and reconnect with those folks. You see, we all love hearing from you and hearing about your successes. And by the way, ICO class reunions are a great opportunity to visit and reconnect. Doctors, you've accomplished something truly remarkable, and we are so very proud of you. And as we begin the recessional, I'd like to ask everyone to please stand and remain standing at your seat until the entire recessional has completed. Thank you for joining us today.